We got some news, people. We got some news. Oh my god. Some good, fresh anime news. What I thought I didn't have any more to look forward to 2025. We got one more thing coming in. If you don't know, this. This is our girl, Nanoha. Nanoha is based off an anime that came out in 2004. And it was a spin-off based off a visual novel series that became an OVA called Triangle Hearts. Triangle Hearts was a family, I guess you see they're kind of like mercenaries, and they had three children. Two, I guess you say they're twins, they kind of think they're twins, and then they had their younger daughter, Nanoha. Someone made a joke music video, what happened to Nanoha was a magical girl. Someone took that joke and was like, let's make this a reality. And ever since then, the rest was history. Nanoha became the most popular thing about that series. The point people completely forgot about Triangle Hearts and only focused on Nanoha. And then it became spin-off after spin-off because after that you had the Nanoha series, then you had the series based off her daughter, then you had a series that's based off her daughter, which is also based off people who joined her fighting club where her daughter's at. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's still amazing. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that this year is its 20th anniversary. So I was expecting big things when it comes to its 20th anniversary. Question is what we're going to get. Now, in the beginning of middle of the year, they already announced that they're going to reanimate the first two seasons of Nanoha, which is Magical Girl Lyrica Nanoha, and then Magical Girl Lyrica Nanoha Eyes. Now, back in the day, they took those two seasons and made it into two movies. And now they're going to take those two movies, better quality, and turn back into series. Okay, that's nuts. So I already knew about that. And I also heard rumors that they're going to make a manga. I knew they were going to continue the dark version of the manga called Nanoha Forces. I didn't know, but guess not. That one's still been on hiatus for years. But turns out, no, a totally new project because there's a third season of Nanoha called Nanoha Strikers. And Strikers is when Nanoha is an adult and everything. And she's training her own pupils and stuff like that, and she's completely strong. Now, things have happened between the time of Eyes and Strikers. And of course, there's the two movies, Reflections and Detention, which were crazy, by the way. But there's still a lot more that happened between those times. And we're going to get those times because on Saturday they announced that they're making a new anime project that's going to be based off a new manga series. And what's that series going to be called? It's going to be called Magical Girl Lyrica Nanoha. Exceeds Gunblaze Vengeance. And yo, the vengeance of Gunblaze Vengeance. So I wonder what it's going to be about. We got the word vengeance in here. So how this cute, adorable little girl gonna want vengeance? But not just gonna be a little girl no more. This is gonna be Nanoha when she's 13 years old. You see, the first two seasons were based on Nanoha when she's 9 years old. And I believe the other two movies were based off when she's around 10 or so. So now we're going to get one with after the movie as well, but before Strikers. There's going to be around this time where Nanoha's at her adolescence prime and everything. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. Now, the anime is going to be based off the upcoming manga that they're creating, which will be based off the same name. But it's just called not Magical Girl Lyrica Nanoha Exceeds. So the Gun Blaze Vengeance is not going to be in the title, it's just going to be Exceeds. Okay, I get that. So what's going to happen is the remake of the first two seasons, Guns Blaze Vengeance, along with this manga. So we're going to get that, which is nice. So we're getting some fresh content. This girl's coming back with the vengeance, people. See, I know I'm always talking about Yuki Yuna on his channel when it was airing, saying Yuki Yuna is one of my personal favorites. You don't know what Yuki Yuna is? Let me show you who Yuki Yuna is. This is Yuki Yuna. Yuki Yuna. This was, in my opinion, one of the best magical girl animes ever to be created. And it gained notoriety as years go by, so good for you, girl. So proud of you. But I did find out about Magical Girl Lyrica Nanoha later on, 2 years later on, after that. I'm like, yo, which was my favorite? I don't know. They both are amazing in their own way. So when I discovered this news, I was like, yo, man. And I thought I already had a lot to look forward to during 2025, man. Now I got one more thing to look forward to. Now, some people are a bit upset about it, not because of new stuff, but they're kind of upset that they're not going back to the old stuff. Some time ago there was this series called Masho Girl Lyrica Nanoha Vivio, which is based off her daughter and her arc during the fighting tournament. It had a very interesting first season, and we were promised a second season. But even you go on the anime list charts, and it's still saying to be announced. So we don't know if it's still going to happen or not. It's just been years since then. Now that being said, there was also a manga called Nanoha Forces, which is supposed to happen after Strikers, and it's supposed to be a very dark spin-off towards it, focusing on other characters, but also having Nanoha them still in it. Because of that, we were looking forward to it, but even then, that itself was on indefinite hiatus. Even the artist themselves is working on other stuff. So what was going to happen? We don't know. We were hoping probably one of the two or both would come back, but we don't know if that's going to happen. So instead, it seems like they're going a different direction. They're going to go back for Nana in her teenage years, focusing more on that, giving her more character development and more growth. So we'll still have the timeline of Strikers happening. The question is what's going to happen. We still have Vivio there, so Vivio is still canon, and even Vivid Strike, which is another spinoff based on a spinoff based on a spinoff, still happening. So what's going to happen after that? Who can say? I'm just happy we're getting some content. And by the way, it's happening in the first month of 2025 too, as well. They did say it. Yeah, it's going to happen exactly on this one. It's going to be on January 11th, 2025. It will be a special movie adaptation of the manga's first 18 pages of the Lyrica collection event starting on January. So yeah, the thing about it is hard to tell is that she actually looks more mature in her 13. This is her when she's 13 years old, which is very weird because she looks more mature than her Strikers. This is adult Nanoha, where she adopts her new daughter Vivio and everything. This is Nanoha. She looks way. Why she looks more mature and older when she's 13 years old? Her hair is still. Well, I guess her hair wasn't that long, and when she was a kid, no, it wasn't that long. But still, her hair gets longer. I guess. Yes, there's that. Yes, it does. But still, she looks still more mature. I guess because when you get older, you're supposed to cut your hair. You're supposed to look older and more mature when you cut your hair. But it's the reverse for Nanoha. She apparently looks younger when she gets older. I don't know, man. It's weird. Just looking at the picture and looking at this figure, and like one looks older than the other, and I'm like, okay. But anyways, I'm looking forward to this because that's just how jittery I am about this right now. It's like, yo, can't wait. So anyways, that is the news. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has the Macron on anime. Signing out.